Heyo, what up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Anyways, I have no clue how this video is going to turn out, but this is actually a fairly common question. You guys ask me about my left hand placement. Now, assuming you know, my right hand has recently been bothering me. It is feeling a lot better, and I've actually had more issues out of my right hand, and that's probably due to so much video editing and stuff like that than my left hand. I want to talk about why I hold my hand essentially kind of so weird on the guitar, and how I think it kind of came to be going like this, because a lot of people will be like, dude, why is your thumb, how do you play with your thumb like that? And I was like, I don't know, it didn't really seem that weird to me until I started noticing like everyone else kind of points their thumb up, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't do that, that hurts my wrist. So I don't know how long this video will be, but I'll just play for a second and you guys can watch what my thumb is doing. Hopefully this camera will be in focus and you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so there was a bunch of playing, and you notice that the way I keep my thumb is not the traditional kind of, I guess, thumb up, point up towards the ceiling way. And one of the reasons why is I always found that very painful. If you keep your thumb in the middle of the neck and point it straight up, look at how my hand has to, like, contort itself around, and that just seems like it would be very bad for your wrist, you know, long term. And maybe it's not. I'm not like a physical therapist. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. But it just seemed to make sense to me. And I think it also comes from, you know, initially when I started playing, I played standing up a lot. You know, all in the beginning of me, you know, learning to play guitar, I was playing up and I wore my guitar pretty low. I think I found that my thumb being sideways didn't make my hand hurt, and I could actually stretch further with my thumb turned sideways. And if I dropped it really low, so if I drop my thumb really low, you can see how my wrist is still pretty straight, you know? If I put my thumb like this, look, instantly my wrist like contorts itself really bad, and it's painful for long periods. It's not like instant pain, it's just if I practice that way for a long time, you know, it's harder, and it was also harder for me to make those bigger stretches, so maybe my hands are just weird. But like I said, I dropped my thumb to the side like that, and suddenly I could stretch a lot further. And you can see it keeps my wrist straighter. Now the only time I really have to kind of like reach around on the guitar neck is like down on the lower frets. There my wrist does kind of contort itself a little bit more. But still, to me, not as much as if I put my thumb in the middle of the neck, look at how much my wrist like really is just cranking on it. So I put my thumb sideways. I can still reach all the same stuff. My wrist is much straighter. So, like I said, I haven't had many left-hand issues. If I have, it's, you know, from, you know, maybe I was doing like yard work or something like that. Or like I said, I think the video editing has honestly had taken a much bigger toll on my wrist than actually playing guitar has, unfortunately. But so I thought I'd make a video about that, because like I said, because even when I'm all the way up here, sometimes you guys will see my thumb will be really low, almost like you can almost see it down here. And that's just when I need to really stretch and reach. I put my thumb down here and see how my hand isn't, I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my wrist. So, like I said, I've had more issues out of my right hand, probably, like I said, from the video editing, controlling the mouse and all that kind of stuff, than anything else. But I think that maybe this will like provide some more like longevity for my left hand, because without all that pressure, because I know it is bad on your wrist, I think that'll help my hand out in the long run, basically. You can see there are moments when I have to like reach around with my wrist, and it kind of like does, you know, angle it, but not anywhere near as severe. Like, that's, to me, severe, unless I'm just doing it this wrong. But I thought I'd just make a video about that. It seemed like I said, a very common question that a lot of you ask about, and I was like, well, you know what? My right hand's feeling better today. Maybe just make a short video talking about just that, you know? And it just gives me an excuse to play more guitar, right? So that's what we're really here about. So let me know, do you keep your thumb straight up and down, or do you kind of turn it sideways like me, or do you prefer to sit in more like the classical position? Because to me, when you're sitting in the classical position, I still keep my thumb like that. It seems like it'd still be kind of bad on your wrist. I don't know. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just the weird one here. But like I said, let me know down below what you do. And yo, I'm gonna keep playing guitar. That's what we do here.